International Carl doing another video for you. Happy New Year. If this is your first time to my channel, thank you for stopping by. You've clearly clicked on the thumbnail. Oh my goodness, you won't believe what happened to me. Yesterday, I landed in London Heathrow, Terminal 5. Guess who I saw? The dreaded Officer 4265. Click here if you have not watched those two videos where I talk about what they did to me and my girls last summer. This officer, oh my goodness, when I saw her, it was like a moment out of Kill Bill. My eyes were just, ugh.
Sorry, that's my car alarm.
I went ballistic because they still have not replied back to me on my complaint about what this officer did. Let's recap for those who haven't seen the video. 5 hours delay because this officer wanted to accuse me of smuggling, not even smuggling, of trafficking my children, saying I wasn't gonna return them on a summer vacation. Mind you, this ain't their first time in the UK. You can see their passport, they in and out, in and out. 5.5 hours. Not only did this officer hold us there for 5.5 hours, called Child Protective Services. So I'm driving up the motorway, back up to the Midlands from Derby. Mind you, I flew all the way to LA to pick him up because I had to go pick him up. Turned right around immediately. I was in LA for like 5 hours, 6 hours tops. Right? Well, I'll take that back. When I returned him, that was that. Because I was only supposed to be there, but the mother played a trick on me. So I tell a little fib. So I ended up to stay for 24 hours. Longer than I was supposed to. Because she refused to hand the girls to me. She wanted to wait an extra day because guess what? She was out of town. Not the kids, she was out of town. Because she forgot. But anyways, I deviate. I fly right back with the girls. We there, we go through the line. These people trying to give me all kind of grief. They give me the grief. And it's ridiculous. So I see her, I'm going nuts. Nuts. I've been waiting to see this lady forever. So let's get back to Officer 4265. Let's get back to like actually what took place. So I arrived just like everybody else. And this is the thing that always boggles my mind. These border patrol officers get upset when you don't answer questions that they're not even entitled to know. So what's the point? Case in point, the reason I even got hemmed up yesterday was because I refused to answer a question of why I left the country. Excuse me, I'm a free person. I can leave the country. I don't have to tell you why I left the country, where I went, what I did. You may ask me anything you want, just like I kept telling them. So I come up to him, I say, hey, according to the Immigration Act of 1971, as a holder of an indefinite leave to remain card, I only need to provide you with 3 things. 1, my passport, clearly. 2, and it says I have to give you any relevant documents that they articulate, but they're gonna want my ILR card, clearly. And the 3rd thing that it says, is there any health reasons of why I should not be allowed into the country? That's literally what it says in the Immigration Act of 1971. I think it's like section 2, somewhere in there. I've read it, because I've done this whole dog and pony show so many times when I come through the immigration that now I just know it. And I'm like, why are you getting upset over a question that A, I don't have to tell you, B, I'm never going to tell you because I don't have to tell you, I'm not obliged. So what do? They section 81 me, which is to say that we're suspending your leave, which they're not, because guess what? As I told them, you're not the Secretary of State. You don't have the authority to not let me in to remove my indefinite leave to remain. Sorry, I know that I'm coming in the country, period. That's gonna happen. I know it. And so anyways, then Officer 4265 shows up. Oh my goodness, when I tell you, at this point, I realize at this point in time, I'm calm as can be because what do I care? I'm just being polite and just articulating that I do not need to answer that question. It's irrelevant to your query. Now, if you want to know something about my ILR, maybe I answer that, but I don't have to help you investigate me, is what I told them. So if you need to go do your checks, go do your checks. I'm not going to be upset. So they pull me to the side. Officer 4265 is there. Of course, she remembers me. She doesn't remember my name, but she starts remembering me and says some smarky comment. Man, got my blood boiling, boy. I tell you, I could have, I was so upset as soon as I saw her face. Sees my face, and then I talked to a supervisor. I explained how that lady needs to be fired. You guys still have not gotten back to me about my complaint that I did 6 months ago now. You still haven't got back. Against a backdrop, you got to tell me in 20 days. That's your own time frame that you put on the system. He still didn't get back to me. But whatever. I talked to the supervisor. I explained the whole situation to him. Give it to him in short. I think his name was James O'Grady. Decent guy, decent champ. But like I explained to him, why are we all in this whole issue over questions I don't have to answer? You're putting me to the side, wasting my time when I don't have, I kept telling them, you're not wasting my time. I work for myself. So I ain't got nowhere to be. You're not going to get me fired unless I fire myself. So anyways, I'm telling this guy this stuff, and like we had this dog and pony show over information you're not entitled to know. So I start asking them, hey, what's your wife's name? How many kids do you have? What did you do last night? Did you and your wife have a good time at New Year's Eve? I'm certain you did. Are you obliged to answer my questions? No, you're not. But hey, you can ask me whatever you want. That doesn't mean I have to tell you anything. I don't have to help you investigate me. And what I explained to him, last time I came through here with my children, I was open, I talked to you guys. Where did that get me? It gave me 5.5 hour delay. A near heart attack because I almost had to take my children back. So of course I'm going to be guarded about my information because I don't know what you're going to use it for. So I don't need to help you. I know I have a valid reason to come in. I have all the requirements there. I meet them. There you go. Go do your checks. Let me be about my way. I'm a free citizen. I'm not a citizen of this country, but I'm free to remain silent. I'm free not to answer your questions. I'm free not to help you investigate me. If you want to investigate, go do your investigation. I'm not going to stop you. And, at the end of the day, what happens? Of course I come in. As I tell the officer, the young officer lady, who's telling me, I said, and you still don't know why I left the country. You still don't know why I left. You still don't know nothing more than what you knew when I gave you my paper. So why did you do and waste all this time? You need to understand where your authority lies and stops. And stop holding people hostage. And exactly what I told the senior officer, James O'Grady or whatever his name is. I wrote it down because, of course, it's going to all form part of my complaint and an eventual lawsuit against the Border Patrol for what they're doing to me and other fathers who come through this border. But to keep this video short, because I'm bloviating, I think it's already going to be over 10 minutes long, and I'm going to leave it like that. So, as always, click right here to subscribe to the channel, the circle button, and then click here to watch another video of mine that maybe you've seen, maybe you haven't. And as always, hit me in the comment section because I'm active in the comment section, and watch my other video that I'm actually recording at the same time as this one, where I need to go do my landlord stuff. Got a broke down boiler. Peace. See you. Actually, this is a bad word in England. Ooh.